Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Paint TV. I'm your host, John Kilduff, and we're at beautiful Venice Beach, California. All the people, the beautiful palm trees, beautiful sunny day here in sunny California, and we're going to try to paint a wonderful scene.
Hey, let me stop fooling around and start my act.
Well, I'm looking for the right shot. I'm sold on being at this spot. I set up my easel. Now it's the final verdict here. I'm kind of going for this. These palm trees were in my way over there, so I'm going to move my easel about 10 feet over. We're on a little slope, so what's great about these French easels is that you can adjust. All right, so we set up the easel. We got the set. We got the spot, and now we got our paints down on the palette. And what do we like to do about most importantly on Let's Paint TV, and that is use a big brush. Get the paint down on the canvas. We want to capture this spot right here. Okay, I like to just get the canvas, dirty the canvas, if you will, and I like to just get rid of the white. So let's just get rid of that white. We don't want to see that white anymore. All right, and yellow ochre is what I'm using right now. This tends to be a nice neutral kind of color. It's neutral. That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. So here we go. It just, I'm not even looking at the view right now, right? Okay. So there we go. Boom. Well, let's put in some sky. I generally know by putting that little thing in there, right, that I kind of know where to lock in, right? I'm seeing a cutout here. I'm seeing a cutout. That's going to be my sky, I think, right? Maybe a palm tree right there. But we're going to get the sky in. See, I'm just blowing it. I'm blowing in this paint. I'm just throwing it in. We're gonna fine tune everything later. But the important fact is to block in. We want to block in. Okay. Now, what do? Let's do a little drawing here with our brush here. Use a little alizarin crimson maybe. There's a red building there. So we're just gonna block in red building. There's a white building there. That thing says beach house. Maybe we can get that beach house in, and that's a white building. Now all the people. Perspective-wise, this thing's going down. The beach houses here, the buildings are different levels, right? They're different heights. But there is a perspective. There's like a line that goes into infinity. And so just keep that in mind. All right, so let's get some of the foreground, the white that we're seeing, the people walking, huh? We get that in. Maybe we get a little bit of the little runway there. Okay. Put red everywhere you see red. Put white everywhere you see white. This is the secret weapon, is this rag, a cotton rag. I talk about it all the time, and I won't stop talking about it, all right? Okay, so we're gonna just erase. See, I didn't put white paint on the canvas. I erased, and the white canvas comes through. Beautiful, okay? So here's the mountain, all right? Now, again, we're blocking in, we're making mistakes. That's the beauty here. We're having fun, we're painting, we're having a wonderful time here. I don't like to draw usually when I'm painting, but I paint, I'm drawing as I'm painting, as I like to say, okay? All right, so, and we can regroup, Let me do a little regroup right here. Originally I had too much sky and whatnot, so I'm going to reattack the structural analysis of this painting, okay? So basically, that beach house, I'm not going to put the whole beach house in. I'm going to crop it, okay? So with that in mind, let's get to work. All right, so I'm using the small brush. That big brush, it's a little hard to use all the time. So now I'm actually drawing again. I'm continuously learning to paint and draw all at the same time. It's always a discovery, if you will, and that's what keeps it fun. That keeps it fun. If you knew how to paint perfectly, then frankly, what happens is you tend to quit. What's fun is that we got a bunch of paint on this canvas, see, and we're getting a story. The story is evolving, okay? So I'm working on this sign here that says beach house. Maybe you can get an idea where it is. I cropped it. it's nice to crop things out, leave things out. Why not? Okay, now look, that's all the people. Look, people here, all the little people. All the little people, where all they could be from. Okay, so they're just coming down. It's like a parade of people. It's beautiful. Venice Beach, California. You haven't been here, you gotta be here. You gotta come down and check it out at least once in your life. It's one of those things. Okay, so we got a whole field of people. We got this building here. It's a gray building. Let's bring it down. It says pizza on the side. We can even get that in later. Okay, bring it down. Okay, this baby needs to come out a little more. That's fine. Let's get this other building in here. There's actually going to be more sky. We're barely going to get into the Santa Monica Mountains. That's okay. That's all right. The intensity, the story we wanted to portray were the people, and frankly, we just wanted to have a good time out here at Venice Beach. Where's the light? I see a lot of white everywhere, right? So let's get the white down. Let's put some white down on that. I see some white on those buildings. Let's get some white on these buildings, all right? And there's a lot of white over here, more of a gray building, but let's get that baby down. It's a gray thing, but let's go white for it now. We'll get in some color, some grays later, all right? There's a little alizarin crimson mixing. Oh, I just obviously went too much. Hey, let's get the gray on that building. I see it, you and I see it, but I went too black, right? I went too black, right? So what we do is we'll wipe that black off. We could even wipe some of it off with a rag, but we'll leave some of it in there. And I see a little green on that building there. So let's give it a tad bit of green. Oh, too much green. Okay, what do? We can wipe that off like I did with the black, right? Let's give it a little yellow ochre and give it a lot of white. Sometimes you got a god-awful mess, right? And that's okay because we can just wipe that baby away. Now, if you notice, also there's a shadow on this from the light, the sunlight now. So let's make this particular side a little bit darker with some blue or black or something. And just give it a little bit of a darker feel. That's, too dark, but what do? Put some white, maybe some yellow ochre on there, or wipe that baby off and just start all over again, you know what I mean? Okay, so here we go. It's not black, we know it's a shadow, and if you squint your eyes to the total umpteenth degree, it will be almost black, But we're seeing it with, it's about, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and so there is shadow, but there's still light inside that shadow. Now let's get this other building in here. This baby's coming down here too. This other painting building right there. Okay, now let's bring in the brick building. All right. Okay, so I cleaned my brush off. Let's work on that red building since it's right and directly in my face. You know what I'm saying? So I put some red on there. Let's put a little orange, red, little. Yellow ochre, all right. So here's that building. There it is. Okay, now, what we do now is work on the sun part of that brick building. Okay, so let's go. Okay, here's your yellow and orange. Okay, there you go. And boom. Okay, we'll bring that baby down. Now see, it's battling. I'm battling with the alizarin crimson that was there, and I might want to erase that with my rag, but I won't. I'm gonna just power in some white. Sometimes it's nice to just battle with the paint you got there. It's kind of a, nah, that probably went too white, right? Bring back some red here, just a touch on the brush, huh? Maybe that was too much, so we'll take some of it off. Now, okay, there, that's almost the color we want for the side of that brick building. So we'll bring that baby down.